Are you a vegan that works out? Perhaps you're on a budget? Ever wondered just how cheap you can make it to get a full day's worth of nutrition? We're at Lidl Budget Supermarket to find out. $1.45. Look at this, pretty cool. 2 packs of these would be 25 grams of protein, which is not too bad on the go. Organic tofu, $1.99 for 500 grams. You'd be paying about the same price in Sainsbury's for 200 grams less. Soya milk, 92p, not too bad. In Aldi, 50 pence. $2.99 for a kilo. Plant-based section is not half as impressive as it was the last time we came here. We've not actually been here for a while, but we'll grab these. Linda McCartney sausages, $1.75 for 6. They've got a little oil and some additives, but it's not like terribly unhealthy stuff. You'd be better off though, these are made from soya mince, you'd be better off getting your own soya mince and making something from scratch. $1.39 for 200 grams of milled chia seeds. These are important for omega-3 for a vegan, and the fact that they're pre-milled is awesome. You need them milled because else you don't get half the omega-3. Make sure you store these in the fridge though. £1.25 for this many dates. I'm not impressed. You'd be better off shopping around online. All in all, not overly impressed with Lidl, to be honest. When I used to shop in here years ago, they had loads more vegan stuff, and some of the prices you can get cheaper elsewhere are surprising. Quite good, but not the best. For breakfast, going to make a simple smoothie. This is going to yield 1,050 calories and 40 grams of protein. Obviously, your needs might not be as much as mine, in which case don't put as much carb-rich stuff in like the oats and the dates, but I'm going to tell you what's the score. So we're going in with a pint, or well, 500 mils of soya milk, 120 grams of cannellini beans. Sounds gross, but you're not going to taste them. 300 grams of frozen berries, 75 grams of oats, 75 grams of dates, and 15 grams of chia seeds. So delicious. After I show you the other 2 recipes, we'll look at the list of ingredients, the total breakdown of all the nutrients, and we'll also check out what was the final price. So stay tuned. So this is the lunch ensemble that I put together. So basically, baked some potatoes, or chipped potatoes in the oven. I've got to try one. No oil, 40 minutes in the oven at 200 degrees Celsius. We've got the Linda McCartney vegetarian, they're vegan sausages. With the beans, I added in a little bit of barbecue seasoning. So it's barbecue beans, little hack. They're really delicious, they are like that. My mouth's watered just thinking about it. Got the kale, got some mushrooms, cooked a tomato with the mushrooms on the George Foreman grill as well. 1,019 calories, 66 grams of protein, and darn tasty. Made a simple stir fry for dinner. We used 5-spice, soy sauce and garlic powder in the stir fry itself. And to marinate the tofu, we used a tablespoon of sriracha, a tablespoon of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of water, and 1 teaspoon of, what was it? Garlic powder. She knows. She's got the looks and the brains. It really pisses me off. So for 100 grams pre-cooked rice and 300 grams of the tofu, it was 732 calories. I'm not looking at my notes, I swear. And 37 grams of protein. This is going to be so delicious. So good. I eat this so regularly. Anyway, we'll go on the computer now and look at the full breakdown. As promised, here's the list of foods. Give it a little pause if you want to try and make any of these meals yourself. Total calories for the day was 2,750. The macro split was 20% protein, 64% carbohydrate, and about 17% of calories coming from fat. Just over 140 grams of protein total. Now, in order to tell you the micronutrients, I've had to cheat. The problem with Chronometer and Lidl foods in general, Lidl's foods, most of them don't tell you the micronutrients. So I've had to put in like a standard soy milk, like just a generic one, in place for theirs. Instead of cannellini beans, I've had to put kidney beans. That's the worst one. But I mean, beans are beans, like they're going to be pretty similar. But other than that, it's blueberries, oats. I mean, there's not going to be any difference there, except that when you put in these generic ones, it actually tells you what's blinking in them. So the numbers are going to be a tiny little bit out, but nothing to write home about. So of the fats we consumed, 5.5 grams of omega-3, very good, plenty of that, and 14 grams of omega-6. So it's around a 3-to-1 balance, which is absolutely fine. You don't want it more than 4-to-1 in favor of the pro-inflammatory omega-6. Saturated fat is extremely low. We're not going to be getting heart disease. People tell you vegan protein doesn't have all the essential amino acids. Well, here are the 9 essential amino acids. Tell me which one I'm missing, because they're up to nearly 500% of my RDA. Hello! Similarly for vitamins, they're all well over 100%. These B vitamins are around 2-3x the RDA. Apparently you can't get choline on a vegan diet. Well, there's 493.6 milligrams without trying. Folate, vitamin A from the carotenoids, vitamin C. That's all there. Vitamin D, obviously, we should be supplementing that if we're not getting sun. Vitamin E, there's plenty there. Vitamin K, 6x your RDA. And minerals, got over 2x the calcium needs. Copper's at 500%, and so on down the list. The only real naughty thing there, sodium, 3,300. You want it probably half that. That's not ideal for health. Of course, if you're going to add in some things like processed sausages, then that's going to happen. If you stick to more whole foods or the less processed protein foods, like textured vegetable protein, you can make your own meat-like things without adding tons of salt in. Chronometer doesn't track iodine for most things. However, there's not much iodine in things other than seaweed or a supplement. So I'd either suggest adding something like a teaspoon of Doles into your smoothie. That'll give you 150 micrograms RDA for that, or add in a, as I say, a supplement. And of course, B12 as well, we should be supplementing. You probably want to know about the blinking costs, really, don't you? Well, the breakfast came out to £2.20 for that smoothie. The vegan sausages and beans meal at lunch was £2.49, and that lovely tofu stir fry was £2.12. That's a grand total of £6.81 for someone eating a bodybuilding diet for a whole day. I don't think there's many non-vegan bodybuilders that pay quite that little. If you want to optimize your health, body shape, or sports performance, check out our online coaching service. It's totally bespoke to you as an individual. It's not a BS cookie cutter plan like you'll get with most coaches, not to disparage others, but it's very in-depth, it's very hand-holding. We optimize things as we go along, constantly tweaking workout nutrition plans, so you actually get some blinking results. Check it out. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video.